where you are seated at this time. That is because out here we are all minimum wage employees. If we blow ourselves up, it won't be a big deal. They'll just go on Craigslist and find a replacement. However, if we start blowing up Girl Scouts, homeschoolers, and other paying guests, that winds up in the paper. And our boss don't like that kind of publicity. So please stay up under here for your own protection. The next thing is that when he gives the command, ready. That's when you're going to take your government-issued earplugs. You have one on each hand, and place them in your ears, because I guarantee you this will be loud.
We know. We've heard one twice.
Good. Well, then you guys are prepared.
What we're going to fire for you this afternoon is a replica of an 1841 Mountain Howitzer. Had a maximum range of 1,100 yards and was normally crewed by 5 to 7 soldiers. When these 5 to 7 soldiers were all together, knew their drill, knew their gun, and knew each other, they could put steel on target 4 times a minute. That's once every 15 seconds with this cannon. It's a very effective cannon. Now we're going to do reduced numbers drill, so he's not going to be quite that fast this afternoon, although we may see him move pretty quickly. And the first command we would generally hear would be,
load, shell, 800 yards, load!
So he's called to load a shell, and he wants that to go 800 yards. First thing he's going to pick up is this worm. The worm is going down the barrel, and he's going to clear out any debris that was left from the last time we fired the piece. The next implement he picks up is called the sponge. The sponge goes into the sponge bucket, and he wrings out the excess water. Once he gets that water wringed out, he runs that down the barrel to kill any sparks that are left over from the last time we fired the piece. Once he's sure that's clear, he's going to go ahead and signal the rest of the cannoneers that he's ready to load the cannon by tapping it twice with the rammer. Once he's done that, the powder monkeys can bring up the round, and he can ram the round home with the rammer. Now he's finished at the front of the gun. The gun is loaded, but not quite ready to fire. So the next command you're going to hear is, prime! On the command of prime, he's going to pull out his priming wire. The priming wire is going to go down the vent, and he's going to put a hole in the back of that round to get it ready for the trigger system, which consists of 2 pieces. The first piece of the trigger system is called a friction primer. Friction primer is simply a little brass firecracker with a pull ring on it. Now, he's not going to use his fingers to pull that because he left the house with 10 fingers this morning, and he'd like to go home with 10 fingers this afternoon. So instead of doing that, he's going to use a lanyard, which is a piece of string with a hook on one end and a handle on the other. Now, once he's got that all together, the gun is ready to fire, and his next command is,
Gun number 1 is ready!
gun number 1 is ready. Plug for your ears. Ready.
Fire!
Woo!